there folks, this is Josh, Stoney Ridge Farmer. Welcome back to another beautiful hot day here on the Stoney Ridge Farm. It is roasting outside. I don't know if you can see the dust cloud behind me. It is super, super hot. So it's supposed to be 93 degrees today with a heat index of about 105. It's roasting. We need rain. We need rain really, really bad. Maybe, fingers crossed, we'll get it today. But today is going to be all about mowing. So we're headed over to the other side of the farm and we're going to mow the back 40 together. So come along as we get a little bit of mowing done here on the Stoney Ridge. All right? Woo! Stoney Ridge. Farm, Stoney Ridge. Stoney Ridge Farm. Whew, so guys and gals, let go of my shorts. We just did a review of this Kubota RTV X1140 and the problem of this thing grabbing my shorts just got me. So we're over on the other side of the farm. You probably could tell by that little drive in the intro. We're about a half a mile from the house, something like that. It takes about 20 minutes to walk from here, so maybe almost a mile from the house. Takes about 20 minutes to walk. The house is way over there. We go right down through the woods and we are on the far northwest side of the farm. I'm trying to figure out where we're at. This is the pasture or field that needs to be mowed, and you can see right in here, we call this dog fennel. It needs to be mowed down. These are some weeds that need to really be mowed. The cows haven't been over here in, gosh, probably about a month and a half, something like that. And you can see this is lespedeza and fescue and clover and all sorts of stuff. So there's tons of stuff growing in this pasture. What we want to do is clip this pasture. You can see I did 2 laps on it yesterday and I thought, well, why not take you guys along? What we're going to do here is we're going to be running the TYM T1104. It's a 110 horsepower tractor and the Moskeo flail mower, and it's an offset flail mower. You'll see it in the drone footage. It'll be set off to the side of the tractor. What we're trying to do, the result we're trying to achieve, is grass. It's this. So we have weeds and we have mowed and we have grass. So this is what it looks like about 2 weeks after you mow it. And if you look in the drone footage, you'll also see another red tractor up here. I got a flat tire on the Massey Ferguson as I was out there mowing with the Tartar Farm and Ranch rotary cutter. So them's the brakes. I've got to get out here and get this finished, get it all mowed up. We're praying for rain, guys. Everybody pray for rain here on the farm. We really, really need it. It's just super, super dry here. We need to get this forage growing for the cows. We need to have some good stockpiled forage for the wintertime for the cows. If not, we'll just be rolling out bale after bale after bale of hay. We've got the hay, but it'd be better to have the pasture, right? So, without further ado, let's fire up Big T. Big T, shut up, fool. The TYM T1104. Contact TYM T1104. I can hear the air conditioning already going. Oh yeah. In my humble opinion, it's a good idea to let this tractor go on and warm up to good operating temperature before we start putting it under load. Now, this tractor will cut at 540 PTO, 750, I believe 750 PTO, and 1000 PTO speed. So you can actually bring the RPMs down just a little bit and save fuel. It's got a fuel economy mode, I guess is what you'd call it. We're gonna be mowing in 540 PTO on the standard setting. So we might try something in the 700. I think it's 700. Let me reach in here and take a look while we got you guys here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's your 540 PTO, 1000 and 750. I was right. We've got the lever engaged into the 540 PTO. Let's get to mowing. you can see right here how the Mosquito mower is offset to the side. And this is a nice mower, really, really nice mower. It's a flail mower. It cuts a little bit different. Inside this mowing deck is a rotary setup with what they call hammers or blades. And those things just basically mulch and or pulverize the ground or the grass. And this is the Mosquito Model 210. So it's about 8 feet wide, and buddy, it cuts like a champ. I can really roll with this. What you can't see is that typically in a tractor, when I'm mowing, I'll be mowing about 3 miles an hour. I can mow up to 6, 7, 8, and sometimes even 10 miles an hour with this Mosquito mower. It is super awesome. And so is this tractor. It's way, way cool. I'll be freezing in there. I'll have to turn the air conditioner down, and it's, again, super hot out here. A lot of the farm channels really show you the machine going around in circles, but don't really give you the feel of what it's really like to be inside this machine. When you're riding a big tractor like this, you oftentimes you're hitting bumps, you're making adjustments on the fly all the time. I've got 3 hydraulic levers right over here to my side that I'll be adjusting here and there to make sure that my deck is absolutely level. The way the flail mower works back there is that it glides along the ground on these steel strips, okay? So it just cruises right along the ground, really does an awesome job, a great finish. It almost cuts it as good as a 0 turn, and it's cutting it on down to about 3.5 inches. It looks really, really short, but that's okay. We've got rain coming, rain in the forecast, and with that rain in the forecast, meaning it will go ahead and recover pretty quickly, the pasture will. You can see the other pastures from the drone footage that are right out beside us, and they've recovered pretty well. I mowed those last week all the way up until I got a flat tire on the tractor. So we got to the end of a row right here. I'll show you what we're gonna do. So right here, that's the end of a row. We're just gonna pop out the other side, and you'll see a spot right there. Now I'm watching always that mower right there in that mirror, but I watch right here, and I'm gonna jump back in. So you can see we got to the end of this row. We're gonna jump back in. The flail mower is offset just enough to where I take my right tire and I ride right on the edge of where it was previously cut. When we get up to this next turn, you will see where I missed a spot. Now you can get super, super OCD about missing spots as you round these turns, but backing up and pulling forward with the tractor is a hugely time-consuming thing to do. So what we want to do is run around, get it all mowed, and then we'll make a couple swoops back through on the corners. That way we're getting all the grass knocked down. There's nothing worse than mowing all the grass and having like 2 sprigs sticking up. It drives you crazy. Another thing about this TYM T1104 that most people don't have in their tractor, this is the shift lever, and on the shift lever there's a plus button and a minus button. That controls your speed. You've got 2 gears per gear. In other words, we're in medium 2 right now, medium to low. Now when we get into a spot where the grass is a little more sparse or the Lespedeza is a little more sparse, we'll hit it up into high so we can go a little bit faster. And we're running about 5 miles an hour. We'll go ahead and click it up into high gear real quick. That button is right there. Clicked it up into high gear. You'll see a rabbit right there. And now we're running about 7 miles an hour. So it brings it up about 2 miles an hour, and it makes you a lot more efficient. You don't have to mash the clutch in and fool with anything. Another cool thing about the shift lever is it has a button on it that actuates the clutch. In other words, if I want to change gears, I don't have to mash any pedals. I can just squeeze a trigger and put it in the next gear. Really, really cool. Here's one of those spots where you can see some grass was missed. like I said, you can just cut through and take care of that at the end. All right, we're gonna jump right in, get back into our windrow right here. And you can see it's a little more sparse right there, so we'll run it in high gear all the way till we get up to this tall stuff that's right up here. What a fun machine to operate, and man, it's super, super nice to be in this air-conditioned cab. After riding non-air-conditioned, non-cab tractors on the farm for the last 6 years, this thing's a little slice of heaven, man. A big old slice of heaven, not a little one. We're here to the end of the row. Back her down, click it back down into the low speed. I'm gonna pull up my lift because I'm cutting a tight turn right here. Don't want to accidentally clip the fence. And then we're going to jump back into our windrow. Bring the lift back down, right there. This is what it's really like. Pretty fun. Hey, there you are. Guys, if you have any questions about the mower or the tractor, please post them down there. I just love doing this kind of stuff and taking you guys along with me. It's really, really fun to see the farm take shape. All of this that you see right here was grown up in brush 6 years ago. I guess 6 years ago. All of it was grown up in brush. So really, really, the farm is really transformed. Not one hiccup with this TYM tractor. A lot of folks have asked questions about that too. Like, does it need to be the big green tractor or the big orange tractor? Or can it be the big red TYM? I think it can be the big red TYM. We're at about 100 hours on this machine and not one hiccup whatsoever. Awesome. In case you never mowed before, the last little square always has mice and rats, field rats and mice, and sometimes rabbits and all kinds of stuff in it. So we're getting ready to hit that last spot, so expect to see a couple mice running out. PTO, disengage, all you gotta do is tap it, raise the lift up in the back here, level everything off, and I'll pull in. You can see me pulling in the hydraulic arm right there. That gets it directly behind the mower, so we can get her back to the house. We are just about out of fuel. All right, a job well done. Mowing the back 40. I say the back 40, this is probably the back 5. There's a lot more to mow, guys. I've got to get back down in this bottom over here and mow. This whole side of the farm is almost completely mowed and ready to rock and roll to get the cows back on here, probably within the next week or so. We are in mid-August right now, so my goal was to get the cows back over here 1st of September. Give this a little bit of time to recover. Pray for rain for me. Big T did the job again, man. So I got a lot more mowing to do. We'll see you guys in the next video. Please pound that like button, jump in, subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you back. All right. Woo! Down to the Stoney Ridge, bring your wife and bring your